G'day guys, my name is Gange and I'm a professional wakeboarder. Introducing my new series called Gone Wakeabouts. This series is about a true blue Aussie Sheila travelling through America and riding with some of the top wakeboarders and also some of the up and coming riders. We'll get to see them ride on the water and also get a little insight into their lives. We are back guys for episode number 3 of Gone Wakeabouts. For this first episode for 2022, we've head down to Lake Placid to hang out with pro wake surfer and my Hyperlite teammate, Jody Grasman. Although we're changing the pace, we're not changing the theme for inspiration. Jody's had a huge career so far. She's a 2-time Masters champion, 4-time world champion, 5-time national champion, pro model range with Hyperlite, and she's a bunch of ladies' first tricks. So enough of me talking, let's go take a set with Jody. Hey!
Hey!
What's up?
How's it going?
Good. Thank you, Jody's neighbor Chris, for the board. Woo! I cheered and then we were like, was that it? Did she do it?
Did it?
Nice. I'm super excited to have Jody on the Hyperlite team with me. She's going into her 2nd year in Hyperlite, so last year was the first time I met her at the shoot and we got along really well and had a lot of fun, and it's really fun to watch her wake surf, and you know, drive and chase just then was awesome to see. And now we're going to head back to the dock and we're going to try each other's sports, so let's see how we go. This is the first year that Jody and I both have a pro model board with Hyperlite. I have the wakeboard, the Cadence.
And mine's the Storm.
And now we're going to try each other's.
Ready, swap?
Ah, no.
Who wants to go first?
Should we paper, scissors, rock it?
Let's do it.
Alright.
Okay.
On the 3rd or on the paper, scissors, rock shoot?
Just one. Let's
Okay,
go.
alright. Ready?
1.
Shoot. Oh, paper, scissors, rock, shoot. Oh, I'm pissed. No! How sick is this thing? It's light. Alright, this is my first time on a skimboard, so let's see how this goes. It's gonna be very funny. I'm super nervous.
at the top. That way the wave is kind of helping you like rather than you doing all of the work down the bottom.
Oh my goodness. Pull me in, coach. Pull me in. I'm ready for the tour. Jody's getting on the board. Don't push at the wake. Like if you cut really hard but don't push, all that momentum will just take you across and not up. So we just took a set each. I wakeboarded, Jody surfed, and then we switched it. And man, I gotta tell you, surfing is freaking hard.
Like, so is wakeboarding.
I mean, you make it look so easy, and then I was like, oh yeah, I could do a shove it. And then I got out there, I was like, I mean, they'll see the attempts of my shove it's. But your back roll was awesome.
Hey, yeah, I mean, going upside down is not my forte, so it was a little scary.
No. Well, that was like you did a back roll, and here I was nervous trying to shove it. I was like, I would rather go upside down than try this. But it was fun. It was fun. I had you to help me. I haven't had any guidance before, so it was fun to have you teach me. And and your wake to wakes were awesome. You did that sweet tail grab, little poke in it.
One of them was a little sketchy, but it's all right.
No, that's cool. So yeah, we're just gonna have a little chat about you and your life and how you got into wake surfing, and we'll just start out with where you were born and where you live now.
So I actually grew up on this lake that we were just riding on. It was a weekend house for since I was really little, so we only came up on the weekends. But I always kneeboarded, skied, wakeboarded, tubed, just anything to get out onto the water. So I actually competed in wakeboarding when I was young. I mean, I was probably like 12 or so. So I was just doing wake jumps and that sort of thing. And my sister actually went professional in wakeboarding, and so she was always the flipper, and she always wanted to teach me, but I was like, no, it's not really my thing. So in 2013, it was like a couple years after we permanently moved over onto this lake, I really got into wake surfing, and I saw a video of it, and I was like, oh, that looks fun, because I really liked skateboarding and that sort of thing. So I was like, that's a cool kind of transition. I think I liked the freedom of the board not being attached to your feet, and you didn't have to flip, and not flipping was my thing. So until today. But no, I loved it. Just picked it up right away and started competing that year, and then I started out my first year as amateur, and then I was like, I want to push myself, so the next year I just went straight to pro.
Nice.
I was 15 years old when I started.
Okay. And how old are you now?
24.
Okay, so almost 10 years.
So almost 10 years.
That's awesome. And what's it like being on the Hyperlite team?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love being on the Hyperlite team. Crew's great, just athletes are great. It's so much fun, and just being able to, I mean, obviously get a pro model board that's...
we have to show them off when we can.
That's pretty awesome, and it's just so much fun being on this team, and I'm stoked to be on it.
Well, I'm stoked to have you on the team.
Thanks.
Yeah. So did you do any ocean surfing before you took it to the boat, or was it all just behind the boat?
No, I actually never, I mean, I'm about like an hour and a half away from the ocean. I mean, I guess I could have traveled, but no, I actually never learned how to ocean surf
Oh,
So
sweet. Well, you have good style,
yeah,
by the way.
thank you. And I think that was the whole difference between like the surf style and the skim style. Maybe if I did like originally ocean surf, I would go straight into surf style.
Yep.
But I think I was more comfortable on the skimmy skateboarding type thing, so that's why I went skim.
Makes sense. And what's the coolest place you've ever surfed before? Have you been to too many different places? I mean, you went to the surf ranch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty cool.
That was
right?
really cool.
I know that's not behind the boat, but
No, but the surf ranch is like the ultimate experience. Obviously, it's like Kelly Slater's just like place, and, you know. So just being able to, I mean, the crew out there is awesome as well. So like they'll get you up on the ocean board, and you'll just be ripping out there.
That's cool.
It's a blast.
And then your favorite place to surf behind the boat?
Wake surf. I still would say that like it was right when I started. I went out to Annecy, France. It was like South France, and it was just mountains, and the water was just deep and crystal clear blue. And
all right, so we already mentioned that you have a pro model board with Hyperlite, the Storm, and you know that was my first time riding a skimboard, so I found it like a lot slippery and a lot more responsive. So I had to be kind of on edge versus a surfboard that just kind of tracks straight, and you can just kind of stand there and relax. So congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about how you designed this and the shape of your board.
Well, like just like you said when you were out riding, you were like, it's so much shorter than what I'm used to. So like the shorter the board, the more responsiveness, like more responsive the board is. And with it being small, you're like, oh, it's going to be really slow, right?
Yep.
So I kind of made the board have a really wide tail, just so it keeps that speed, keeps that stability in. And helping with the responsiveness is how thin it is, how light. So like,
I really noticed
you feel
that.
like really connected to the water.
It's super light compared to the other boards too. Yeah, so you feel like you're going to have to work to keep on the wave, but once I worked out like how it responds, I feel like I didn't have to try and force it. You know?
And then like with a skimboard, like normally you would have like no fin or just like a really tiny fin. So this is a kind of a little bit different design shape. So it's 1.25 inches. So it really tracks you inside that wave, so it makes it feel not as slippery as like if there's a beginner or a kid gets up on it or anything like that. You don't want it to slip out too much. So
and it's small enough that you can still spin really easy, as you saw on my 1080, because I thought I was trying to release the fins and I went too much.
And on your shove-its too, so like that's what the
my fantastic shove-its.
when you land it, you're gonna get use out of this blunt nose too. So that's just that purpose is just to kind of make it a little bit more stable when you're riding the board backwards and everything.
It was really fun. Leading into the next question, what would be one piece of advice that you'd give to some younger girls coming up, or even just someone just totally starting new? Like, what kind of advice would you give to them?
My biggest thing is just like you could be riding for years, or you could just be starting, and the main thing I just drill into people is just keep it fun. Like you go out there, you're so close and connected to everybody behind like the boat and the people in the boat, and you just gotta keep the fun aspect into wake surfing, because that's how you improve. You just want to go out onto the water, and if you put too much pressure and everything on yourself, or if you have other people putting pressure on yourself, it makes it less fun, and it makes you less likely to improve faster. So that's just my biggest tip.
I know why we were friends now. I know why we're such good friends. I feel the same.
We always have a good time out there, I know.
Cool. All right, for the end of this interview, I decided we're going to play a little game, because we're both going to be terrible, because I don't know wake surf trick names.
I don't know any wakeboard trick names.
But it's going to be hilarious. So we've got 30 seconds on the clock, and you got to name that trick.
Kay.
All right, I'm going to go first. I need my phone because I wrote them down. All right, stick 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Ready? All right, toe side front roll, backside 180.
Tootsie Roll.
Oh, nice. Toe side front roll, backside 360.
Whirly Bird?
And Dum Dum.
Oh.
Heel slide backflip.
Tantrum.
Ooh, that's 2 points. Heel slide Superman.
Superman. Like a really?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
3 points. All right, one full rotation in the air.
360.
Oh, damn. I should have made these harder. Hillside double front flip.
Ah.
Time.
Heel side.
Double front flip.
Double back roll.
Speedball.
What?
Damn, so what was that? 3? 4?
3.
3.
Yeah, because I didn't get the last one, right?
Alright. 3. Whew, that was pretty good.
30 on the clock. Your board does a 180, but the body stays still.
Shove it.
Body and board does a 360 in the air.
Big shove.
Air 360.
Oh, damn it.
Body and board does a 360 in the air, then straight into a surface 360.
Oh my goodness. 360 to a... That's not 360.
It's called a Widowmaker.
What?
Board does a backside 360, but the body does a backside 180.
Oh, that was a big spin.
Yeah.
Hey!
Nice job.
Look at Terry. Man, yours
fun.
are way more technical.
I should have not thrown in that Widowmaker in there.
Oh no, that was good. So what was that? 3? You're the winner. Good work. You know more wakeboard tricks than I know wake surfing tricks. I gotta up my levels.
I know. I gotta. You gave me easy ones though.
Oh, but yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was good.
That was actually a lot of fun.
Cool. All right. So Jody was better at the wakeboard flips, at the new stuff than I was, and she also won the Name That Trick game. But we had a lot of fun today. Thank you so much for having me out on the boat with you, and let's do it again.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming out on the boat, and it was a lot of fun riding with you, and thank you for all the tips.
Yeah, you're welcome. I want to see that video of you landing in the back row.
I know. Yes. And I want to see you do a shove it.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. I think we're good. I always do something super awkward. I don't know how to finish it. And then Tim just laughs at me.